Hello, everyone. This is Corey, your friendly Canterbury GM. I wanted to put together a little video real quick, kind of just running down what I'm expecting everybody to do before we can play. If you have any questions, anything, I know we got some people that are newer to Roll20. We even have a few people that are new to D&D in general, and that's great. We're really excited to have you. And this entire thing is going to be a lot of fun, I think, and I think there's a lot of potential here. Um, but I just want to kind of get us all on the same page. It's kind of nice that we have a decent amount of time before we start, so everyone can be all connected here, and we can begin. All right, so I'm going to start with just how to get into the game, how to connect to my created game for everybody, and get you in, and then you can create a character. So along with this video, I'm posting a link that will let you join the game I created for us. Right here, you can see I'm now on Roll20's website. If you haven't created an account yet, I think clicking that link will bring you to a account creation screen. You can create your own account and get in. If you already have one, or if you went through that process, click on that link. You'll end up here. And you should be, well, actually, you'll probably end up already in the game. But if you're here on the home page, click on Ghosts of Canterbury. And as soon as it loads up, as you can see, it was created by me. And then this is the character that I am currently being, just to show you guys what it looks like from the player side of things. So this is your basic information. I will be, hopefully we can start some topics here as we go. This entire experiment is going to be relying on the entire group's ability to communicate, come up with ideas. There's a lot of potential here. Caesar and I just randomly one night started having a conversation. Caesar had this great idea due to Mountain Dew. And we got going, and he could just see my eyes light up with all this potential ideas I came up with. But all of these ideas are only going to work if we as a group make it work, and it's going to have to happen a little naturally. So at first, it's going to be a little more structured, but as we go, you guys can take it in any direction you want. I think this is a great opportunity for people to try some new things, even if it's D&D in general, or if you've been playing D&D for a while, you want to try some different things, you can get into organization management, a whole bunch of different stuff. So I could go on for hours on this. If you're interested in DMing, this is a great avenue that you can DM a random game and just see if you like that or not. We're going to create this to try and be as mobile and accessible for everyone as possible. So anyway, again, I could go on forever. Let's jump on in. So if you launch the game here, once again, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going to jump around a little bit here mentally, but once you get in and you're now connected to the game, you could go ahead and jump in here, but it's going to be like this. You're just going to see a blank screen. Hey, look, it's my face. It's going to be a blank screen. You're not going to have access to anything yet. Just let me know that you jumped in. Let me know that you created your account and that you're linked to my game, because then once that happens, I can give you a character. And the way that's going to happen is you're actually going to, after it's all linked and I tell you it's such, there's two things you can do. One, click on the settings up here in the top right, and you can change your display name to whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be your name like it's going to automatically set up. And then just save, and that'll be there. And then after that, I'm going to ask you to come to journal. Again, let me know that you're in so I can set up a character for you. As you can see here, the top one says my name. I'm going to try and do that for everybody so you know which one is yours. You can see all of the characters that are created in here, but I'm only going to give you control of your own, obviously. So you're going to click on it here, double click, and as you can see, it's blank canvas. Nothing's been done yet. Also, just real quick, showing you in the journal section over here, if you click on handouts, here's some information I've thrown together for you guys. You got the basic rules, you got some conditions, what they mean, and then there's some good little cheat sheets here of, just the basic stuff of it if you need help at any time. And if you're looking for things to buy, you're going to have to find a venue to buy those items from, but this is just a rundown of the basic prices and stuff. just to kind of make it easy for you guys to get a hold of any of this anytime you want. Anyway, so in the character creation, we're going to come back to this, and I'm going to have you click on character sheet. I'm going to recommend you guys use the Charactermancer. It makes everything automated. It uses any of the rule books that are purchased. The reason I'm having you do this in my game is I have all of the basic rule books and compendiums bought. I've already purchased them. And if you're jumping into my game, you have access to all of them. I'm sharing that with you. So you have access to more options. So if you use the Charactermancer, it automates that process. It's nice. If you want to build your own and do it the old-fashioned pen and paper type style, that's fine. You can go to Edit Sheet directly and you can type in all the information. But if you want it to be a little more simpler, use the Charactermancer. The thing here is, though, if you're going to use anything that is unofficial, that's not from the actual books, that's fine. Let us know so we can approve it beforehand. I just want to make sure it's balanced. As long as it's balanced, I'm going to say sure. And then you can do it yourself. But you're going to have to put that in directly through the sheet editor. Otherwise, if you're going to use stuff that's official, use the Charactermancer. So come on in here. I'm going to run through everything real quick. My decisions don't matter. Don't think that they do. I'm just trying to speed through this process and get you guys going. So you're going to come through. And let's stretch this out a bit. Pick what race you want. Now, here's a great thing, too. If at any point you have a question about anything, if you're looking for information, one, you can click on anything that is highlighted. It's going to bring up some information here. This box is very helpful. But outside of that, if you're looking for information on how to build a ranger or a warrior, or you want more information about humans or whatever, that's great. Right here in the top right corner, on the right side, you can click on Compendium. And in this box here, in the search box, you can type in anything you have, and you'll actually get the entire thing out of the actual book that it comes from. So, for instance, if I type in human, right here you see races. There's a couple different humans. Player handbook is PHB. That's going to be our basic go-to. But any of these, you click on any of these things are okay. But make sure you click on what it is you're actually looking for. If you're looking for a race, make sure it's under race. If you're looking for a class, make sure it's under class. And click on the one that works. Now here, you have your entry. And this is going to give you the same information as if it was in the book. So you can do this with class. You can do it whatever thing you're looking to make. It's very helpful. And again, this is my information sharing to you. So let's blow through this real quick. I'm going to make a human. You can choose alignment. It's up to you guys how in depth you want to get at this process of it. We can figure it out as we go. But alignment's going to, if you're good or bad or whatever. 5e, it's not as important as it's been in previous editions of D&D. But in this case, you guys can do it for flavor. If you want to make it bigger part of the game, that's cool. We can do that. So here you got your languages. It's kind of telling you what you got. You can choose a second language if you have that ability or something else. Choose a subrace if you want. You can be standard or you can do the variant, which gives you a little bonus. You got options for everything. And as you can see, it all gives you all of the information on what exactly that means. Take your time in this because, the character you create is kind of important in the long span here. So then you go ahead and choose a class, and I'm going to pick, I guess I'll just do a fighter. And again, none of my choices here matter. But all these things have impact in your character, so, take your time. Now we come to the ability scores and how you get your points in your abilities. You could do this as long as you do one of the 3 standard ways. I'm fine with it. Just if you do a standard array, this just means you have these numbers. You can only click one number for each of your abilities. It's fine to do it that way. You could also roll for stats, which means if you click here, it's going to roll 4 different dice. or 6 rather. So now you got all of these here, you know, which is fine. If you want to do it that way too, same exact thing. You can only pick each of these slots once for each ability. That's, you know, kind of the classic way of doing it. Or you can do the point buy system, which is what I like to do. It's kind of like in a video game setting of if you pick a higher thing, it costs more of your available points. So if I click 15 here, I'm now down to 18. If I click 13, and eventually it's going to start denying you like that, the higher ability score. So it kind of balances out a bit. Whatever works for you, that's fine. I just ask that you do, let's go through here again. I just ask that you guys do it legitimately so that we have balanced characters. Alright, real quick, pick a background. They all have different meanings, what you get, different, you know, different things there. If you ever have any questions about any of this stuff, I'm already running to 11 minutes. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, just ask us. We're more than happy to help you out. I asked that for equipment, you do class equipment. Choose what you want. Could you imagine a warrior with a blowgun? Yeah, okay, sure. And you pick whichever equipment you want. Spells, this character isn't going to have access to any, but if you do pick someone who has magic, you can pick your spells at this point. Feats, unfortunately Roll20 doesn't support feats yet. We can add them in ourselves. I'm completely open to allowing feats. If you don't know what they are, you could read up on them in the player's handbook or in the compendium over there. And we can get into that as we go. This is your flavor, add what age they are, their height, their weight, their eye color. It's up to you how detailed you want to get as we go. I'd like to get a little more detailed, but at the beginning here, let's see what everyone has to say, and you guys come up with your own ideas and stuff. Come to review, make sure everything's good, apply the changes, and it builds the character sheet. Now, as you can see here, this is your basic character sheet. What's really cool about Roll20 is when we're playing, if you want to, you know, use a blowgun in battle, all you have to do is click a blowgun, and over here in the chat on the right side, it's going to show you I rolled a 17. That's a pretty damn good roll. And I hit for 3 damage. If I happen to be rolling for advantage, it's nice, it automatically shows advantage. And then that means you get to roll 2 dice, and then you get to pick the highest of the 2. Or if it's disadvantaged, take the lowest of the 2. These are things we'll get into further later on. After you create your character and stuff, I'm going to ask you to do another thing, and you're going to roll a d4. Now, we're going to roll 1 d4. On the left side here is your dice, and you can, right here on this spot here, just click 1 d4. Ooh, I rolled a 4. I don't want to be level 4, but we're going to roll the d4 to show us what level you're starting at. This is an idea that not everybody is a level 1, so people can have a little more experience and all that stuff. So, if you roll higher than a 1, I'm going to ask you to come over here. You're going to click this button here in the top right corner. And you're going to click the Launch Level Plus Charactermancer. This is what you're going to do anytime you level up in game. So with me only going up to level 2, it's going to be really simple. You get to choose how you want to add your HP. If you want to just get the average, that's usually the safer bet. But you can also roll for your added HP. Oh, look at that. I only rolled a 2. So I only get 2 more to my HP. You can multi-class if you want. That's beyond the scope of this video. Features, again, that's beyond what we can do at the moment, but we can take care of that later. So there you go. Now I'm a level 2 fighter. Isn't that grand and fine? Okay. Now, real quick, I want to go over how to create a token. So now that we did all of this, we'll come back to here. Now, there's a website I use to make tokens. All you got to do is go onto Google Images or any other image site, type in what type of character you're looking for, or if you want to draw your own character, that's cool too. But I use rolladvantage.com token stamp. If you come here, you can choose an image that you download. So here I am. This is the guy I'm going to choose. Go ahead and you bring that right in. And that looks good to me. You can customize your border if you want. You can screw around with a couple different things, change the colors. That's all cool and good. And I am going to download that. Once you do that, I'm going to ask you to come back to your character sheet in the top right corner here. Just click Edit, click to Upload, and click that token that you just created. It's going to upload. And there you go. Now I got a token. I got my name. The character sheet is attached to it. Anytime that you click on the right side here, it's going to bring up the character sheet for you. This is another great spot, bio and info. I know some people like Caesar are really into the backstory and your character's information. This is where you can write it all up. And then here, I'll just write something real quick here. Oh, here it is. There you go. I'm just going to save that. And now everybody can click on my character under the character list, and they're going to see my token, and they're going to see my bio. Once you do this, the last step I'm going to have you guys do is just take your character right off of the right screen and just drag and drop right onto the play screen. Look at that. There's my character. I'm going to then come in as the DM, and I'm going to set up your token so that it shows your health, it shows your AC, it'll show your name. Just a little information here. You will not be able to control any other characters on the screen, but you will be able to control your own. So you can drag and drop your character around the board. You can use the arrow keys to move them around in the squares. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys right now. It's been over 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm a little long-winded, and you're going to find that out about me. But I hope this has been helpful. Any other question you guys got about anything, just ask me or Caesar. We're going to try and come up with the best answer. I am kind of newer to being a DM. I've been doing it since the beginning of the summer-ish. I don't know everything, but I'm more than happy to learn. So if you guys, with your experience, know some stuff you want to add in, please bring it up. If you want to try new things, if there's something you saw online somewhere, there's some really great content that other people have made, bring it up. I'm more than open to have discussions here. And like I said, if somebody else wants to DM, I'm more than happy to share what we got going on here. I just think this is going to be a really interesting experience for all of us. I'm excited that we already got some real people interested. So there we go. That's my spiel. Please give this a shot, create a character, and we can start getting stuff together. Caesar's already talking about sharing your character information on the Facebook proper. I'm excited for that. Let's start getting some conversation going. We got some time, but let's get excited. All right, guys. Thank you. You guys have a great day.